This video has been recorded using Debut Video Capture software. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyler from the channel Zebra Brahma, and we all knew Justin Bieber will be a mother someday. Oh, Microsoft. Oh man, when will you ever end? This bullshit needs to end. I have another article that's bashing them. This is about Microsoft denies allegation to it hired contractors to post positive Xbox One comments on social networks. I didn't really word that correctly, but who cares? This is pathetic. I'm gonna read this to you. This is just fucking funny. Oh wow, Microsoft. I actually have a file specifically named Stupid Microsoft for shit like this. Here it is. Shortly after Microsoft announced its Xbox One console last month, social media users posted negative comments about the device on various outlets after the company didn't address digital rights management requirements. According to an anonymous Reddit user, Microsoft is attempting to fight back by paying marketing specialists to make positive comments about the console, but Microsoft calls the claim untrue. Oh my god. Oh my god, Microsoft. First off, that is the stupidest thing they've ever done. I know I've mentioned that them paying E3 people not to show PS4 games at the E3 tomorrow. That was one of the stupidest things, but this is right up there. Here's more. Reddit user Misty Silver claims to have visited Microsoft's Redmond, Washington headquarters for a business meeting this week when members of the company's marketing team were busy voting up positive comments about the Xbox One and voting down negative comments. Oh wow. I noticed, they didn't say the name of the employer contractor, they just said a Microsoft employer contractor was mass downvoting a ton of posting comments, and he kept switching to other tabs to make posting comments of his own. Missy Silver wrote in a post on Reddit. I couldn't make out exactly what he was posting, but I presumed he was doing RM, reputation management, and asked my boss about it later. According to my boss, Microsoft have just brought up in a huge sweep of social media marketing managers to handle reputation management for the Xbox One. Wow. A post by another user revealed a Reddit account that was created a day after the Xbox One announcement that only posts positive comments about that Microsoft console. The Reddit account for Misty Silver was created Friday and has no other posts. Microsoft issued the following response saying the allegation, I can't say that right, it's untrue. There was no coordinated or sanctioned effort by Microsoft employees or anyone paid by Microsoft to unduly influence Reddit or other online forums. Fucking liars. According to Misty Silver, however, many high-profile marketing firms are being hired by the company to post positive messages about the Xbox One on social media outlets. The anonymous user claims Microsoft is dishing out the big bucks to the firms in order to maintain a positive image for its upcoming console, which took a large hit to its public image Thursday when the company finally released information about its DRM requirements. Wow! Wow! Wow, Microsoft! Just, dear God, why? This is pathetic. I know you guys are terrible, but my God, you assholes! Why? Why are you treating your customers like this? You think anyone's gonna buy Xbox One and I revealed it and everyone else revealed it? Who cares if we can take my video down? We know you're doing this. So screw you. This is the oh wow. If you think you're gonna take my video down just because of this, and me bashing it, because it's not really me bashing it, it's just me getting the message out and reading it from an article, which you should take out yourself if you're not gonna like this video. Go after Review Tech USA, who has been bashing your console for like a friggin' year now. Like, this is ridiculous. Wow, man. This is the Kickstarter for me buying a PS4, since this is ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. Buying people just to post post positive comments just to make sure people will buy the console? Are you friggin' kidding me? They're that pathetic? I actually have another article which actually has the same thing, but here's the thing. Okay, it's the same thing, but here is another article of it. Same thing, but this is what Gaming Blend says, or Cinema Blend says. Information in a post on Reddit that was on the tip of going viral has been deleted. The poster, Missy Silver, made some bold claims that were partially corroborated, never heard of that word before, but I'll learn it now, by other paid marketers on the thread. Several websites reached out to Microsoft for clarification, and Microsoft responded. You can check out the remnants of the highly volatile thread on Reddit right here. It's a link. Business Insider's Julie Bort had the intestinal fortitude to do a nice write-up about the situation and offer Microsoft a voice by accident, asking them whether or not any of it was true. The gist of the situation is that Missy Silver claimed that while working in Redmond on a marketing team, Microsoft had hired other marketers to come in and run reputation damage control, similar to what EA viral marketer claimed last year. I knew EA was in this last year. The Reddit post claimed that viral marketers were vote gaming news posts on Reddit, GameFAQs, and other large sites to quell some of the outrage happening over the policies for the Xbox One that have been made public. The next web reached out to Microsoft as well, and the Redmond-based company had a representative. Fuck, I can't read. I read like a 4-year-old. Respond with an email that left a lot unexplained or very vague. Similar to the Xbox One policies 2 weeks ago, after a couple of times, due to unclear responses with lots of room for interpretation, the company's response to a revised message was as follows. It's like there was no coordinator. It's like I said just with the other article. So what about other firms hired to hire marketers? Would that count? Anyway, we already warned our own gaming audience in the guide on how to spot a viral marketer in the gaming community. We're no strangers to the propaganda machine around these parts, and I would certainly advise you to be wary of individuals trying to claim the rage surrounding the anti-consumer policies of the Xbox One. Befuddle the conversation or misdirect attention by dragging misinformation about the PS4's policies into discussion. I hope PS4 doesn't do this shit. Across each major gaming site, you might find a collection of individuals trying to say it's not that bad, it's just like Steam. In which case, we can all agree that the Xbox One is not like Steam, but trying to compare a very anti-consumer measure to a very pro-consumer service helps dissuade the rage. In fact, Incorporated Gamers has a very appropriate article detailing the differences between Steam's DRM and Xbox One's DRM. I have the image for the post, and I'm gonna read it word for word for you guys, since if I put the image on here, it'll be hard to read, so I'm gonna read it for you. This should be interesting. Very interesting. It's to remove text, and I'm just gonna read it word for word. Just thought I'd share something interesting that happened to me last week. I work for a marketing firm in Redmond that has a contract with Microsoft. I can't say specifically which division, but suffice to say we are not involved with the Xbox. We had a pretty large meeting last week at one of the offices off 31st stand. Because this was the first time we had visited the Microsoft complex, we got a tour of some of the buildings. It's a quite amazing place. we weren't the only visitors either. There were contractors from quite a number of other firms visiting, and presumably meeting to discuss projects related to our own. We had a semi-formal meeting in one of the larger meeting rooms, followed by lunch and some more touring. In some of the buildings, they had offices for a whole range of different divisions all mixed together. Example, I saw Skype offices, Windows Phone offices, and more all in just one building. At one point, we visited one of the Xbox offices, and our guide went off to find a particular manager for us to meet. He was gone for a while, so we were left hanging in the middle of the fairly hectic office for several minutes. While we were waiting, various marketing employees said hello to us, shook our hands. It was a pretty friendly place. Just nearby were two guys chatting at one of their PCs, and they caught my attention because they were on Reddit. I thought that was pretty cool and presumed that they were having a late lunch break and they're goofing around online. I kind of started to eavesdrop. I honestly couldn't help it. They were talking about Reddit. And realized they were actually talking business. One of the exchanges went like this: I got a few more on picks and some of the smaller subs. Honestly, just don't bother, I think. I just stay focused on gaming. We really should be spending 90% of our time there. Note, I presume they were referring to the picks and the gaming. Nah, it's like I can't click on it. His coworker went back to his own computer, and he continued redditing while we waited. He must have really been hyped up on caffeine or something, because his typing was like a machine gun and he was switching tabs like crazy. Or maybe it was just because Microsoft hires the hacker type of guys. Anyway, I noticed he was mass downvoting a ton of posts and comments, and he kept switching to other tabs to make posting comments of his own. I couldn't make out exactly what he was posting, but presumably he's doing RM. And here's something I didn't say. If you're unfamiliar with reputation management, it's a link to it. It's basically what it sounds like. It's a Wikipedia post, you can look it up on Wikipedia. Social media managers doing RM focus on providing positive posts, likes, and shares to promote the brand on social media sites and forums, usually posing as the happy consumer archetype through a multitude of accounts. In the last year or so, Reddit has become more and more important to an overall RM strategy. It also often involves debunking people who make negative or critical comments about the brand online. I've done this myself for numerous clients before, even on Reddit once. Sorry, it is fairly standard procedure. Yeah, you need to work on your grammar, buddy. Although usually not so much for huge companies like Microsoft. I don't know why such a huge company needs to devote energy to this, because their brand is already extraordinarily well known, but in any case, they seem to be putting a big focus on it for the Xbox One. Not only in-house, they are also dishing out the big bucks for some pretty high-profile marketing firms to do the work for them. Reddit will absolutely be a part of that strategy, and the couple of guys I saw were probably just the tip of the iceberg. I'm a fairly die-hard gamer and a redditor who frequents this sub a lot. After seeing all the massive debates about the Xbox lately, I thought you guys would probably find that little morsel to be interesting. There's a good chance that many of the positive posts and comments we're seeing about the Xbox One have been posted by employees from one of those marketing teams. It's fairly standard to diss your competitors too, so I'm guessing some of the negative comments about it might even be from Sony. That's just a hypothesis, though it wouldn't be the first time a steaming crap storm among Redditors was actually just a proxy war between marketing employees. Wow, anyways, this is Tyler signing off, and if you have an article or a story you want me to review, send me a message to it and a link via private message on YouTube, and I'll see you guys later.